Have you heard of Shane Chen? He's a Chinese-American inventor, credited with creating the hoverboard. With over 70 patents to his name, he continues to impress everyone. Now check out his latest creation, the Shane A two-wheeled electric car, the world's first of its kind. In the past, these were seen as inefficient, but Chen has created a concept that's as comfy as a regular car. Inside Shane, there's room for 5 people and their luggage. Rumor has it that Chen believes his innovation will revolutionize how we think about mobility. He's actively seeking partners to bring Shane to life. Xpeng Motors, a major Chinese smart car maker with a capitalization of over $7 billion, is diving into the world of flying cars. One of their concepts, the Xpeng AeroHT, showcases the cleverness of Chinese engineers. They stashed a separate flying module in the car's trunk. When it's time to take flights, the module slides out, disconnects, and you're ready to soar. Meanwhile, they're not overlooking more traditional types of flying cars. The Xpeng AeroHT X2 prototype is currently being tested. This electric flying car can at speeds up to 130 kilometers per hour and was the first among the WHO and the UN report that over half the world's population doesn't have access to basic health care. So why not build flying hospitals that can go anywhere? That's exactly what the French team, Flying Whales, is working on. They intend to produce massive airships up to 200 meters long, with cargo compartments stretching 96 meters. These giants will carry containers that transform into hospitals. Production of these giant airships is set to start next year, and they're expected to take to the skies in 2025. Some experts are saying the ISS might wrap up by 2030. So many scientists are thinking about turning our attention to exploring the oceans. Take Deep, a British company getting ready to build an underwater version of the ISS called Sentinel. If things go as planned, scientists could start working there by 2027. The station will sit 200 meters below the surface, where most underwater life can be found. What's really cool is that they're making parts for Sentinel using 3D printing, specifically WAAM technology for metal printing. Imagine if the space station of the future looked something like this. A team from Australia came up with this idea and scored a prize at the Space Awards 2022. They took inspiration from URCHIN anatomy and designed the station as part of the biggest space setup, not just a lone thing in space. It's built on a 36-meter diameter block, and the cool part is that it can be expanded almost endlessly. If you ask AI to draw a camping site for the super rich, it might come up with something like this. You might be eye-catching, but real life can be even cooler than what AI can dream up. Take Turkish company SeaLVans, for example, that not only came up with the idea, but actually built a camper that's 7.8 meters long. It looks fancy, but still blends in with its counterparts until it hits the water. So, while you're paying for a camper, you're essentially getting a yacht. Plaza can cruise. It speeds of up to 24 kilometers per hour on the water. For those yearning to ride the waves on something a bit bigger, the Indian studio, Bush and Power Design, created this concept. Zion yacht stretching 110 meters, draws inspiration from black holes, and comes with an estimated cost of around $500 million. Here can house 20 guests and 20 crew members comfortably, offering a luxury dining area, a glass-bottom swimming pool, a gym, a jet ski garage, and even an elevator. The yacht promises an unparalleled level of luxury, with a 12-meter helipads topping the list of features. The Lazzarini Design Studio, familiar to our regular viewers, never disappoints this time. The Italian experts brought forth a flying car concept. This incredible 6-meter vehicle is powered by 4 Rolls-Royce engines and boasts a sleek carbon monocoque. If the concept ever materializes, it could carry 4 passengers, though keeping your eyes open might be a challenge, as it reaches a speed of about 750 kilometers per hour. Interestingly, this car would run on jet fuel. Considering all this, it's hard to believe that the head of the studio plans to build a prototype next year. The Dutch team at Oceanus International is deeply involved in ocean-related work, tackling multiple interesting projects. In one initiative, they're setting up artificial versions of coral reefs. The thing is that coral reefs are vanishing fast, with about 20% already gone. Their disappearance not only affects biodiversity, but also leads to issues like coastline erosion. Their second project focuses on producing green hydrogen. Oceanus International system generates it straight from seawater, eliminating the need for desalination and chemicals. The French automaker LP has taken a peek into the future of the auto industry. For the Paris Motor Show, they've made a concept hypercar called the Alpine Alpenglow. Even in sketches, it's pretty impressive. The final design showcased in the motor show's display mirrors Alpine's development direction. The Alpenglow is envisioned to shine both on racetracks and regular roads. The driver, or rather the pilot, sits in the center, enjoying the hydrogen internal combustion engine, working along a hybrid powertrain. While the Alpenglow won't hit production, some of the ideas used in its design will likely make their way into future cars. We've shared a bunch of conceptual transportation ideas with you. Hopefully, as smart cars, autopilots, and similar tech evolve, accidents will significantly drop. Meanwhile, some companies are dreaming about the future of repair shops. The experts at the German company BASF Coatings, known as a top-notch supplier or paint and coating materials worldwide, have their vision of what these shops might look like. Saudi Arabia is actively involved in the NEOM project, focusing on building futuristic cities with a starting budget of about $500 billion. As part of NEOM, they're set to build to lavish Epicon towers, reaching heights of 275 and 225 meters, creating a stunning pair. Positioned along the Gulf of Aqaba, the towers will be accompanied by a resort area and sides. There are plans to build various points of interest, ranging from libraries to fitness centers. While the exact construction timeline for the towers is still unknown, the overall NEOM program is expected to wrap up by 2013. Malaysia surprised us out of the blue. Local company Kenstomoto got creative and put together its first fully custom bike, the Valkyrie. Styled after a fighting robot from the Anime Gundam. The bike's heart is a 650cc engine from a Kawasaki Ninja 650R. The Masters also incorporated parts from a BMW 1000RR and at Ducati 916. The Valkyrie's body kit was 3D printed, and it boasts to ground clearance of about 70 meters, with a length of 2,009 meters. Riding the Valkyrie is a challenge for the bold-hearted. CITROEN crafted the 1919 concept electric car to mark the centenary of the iconic French company. The name 1919 refers to the year the company was founded. The French infused their vision of mobility into this concept, packing it with many interesting features. With two motors, the CITROEN 1919 boasts total of 460 horsepower. One charge can take you on an 800 kilometers, while the car can accelerate up to 200 kilometers. Adding to the style, the concept sports Goodyear tires, measuring roughly a meter in diameter. In 2021, the world had around 16.5 million electric cars, a threefold increase from 2018. However, the infrastructure isn't everywhere yet, and charging remains a challenge. British startup ZipCharge Go aims to help out with a suitcase-like solution. You can charge it at home, and then use it as a backup for your electric car. There are two sizes. The smaller battery has a 4 kilowatt-hour capacity, extending your range by 30 kilometers, while the larger one packs 8 kilowatt-hours, giving you an extra 64 kilometers. The goal was to distribute 100,000 of these suitcases worldwide by 2030 in the name of energy democracy. The Land Rover ARC concept caps off our selection today in a spectacular way. British designer Oliver Ball is behind this invention, envisioning the use of Land Rover ARC, not just anywhere, but specifically in Antarctica. Ball designed it as a mobile research station, making active use of solar and wind energy, quite fitting for Antarctic, as average coastal wind speed of 12 meters per second. The concept blends successful features from 3 different models: the Defender for practicality, the Discovery for research capabilities, and Range Rover for a touch of luxury with a focus on minimalism.